And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of the AetherX Healing Webcast. Of course, we've had live streams before on AetherX. Today is a very special day because this marks the very first episode of a weekly webcast that I'll be doing every Friday, and it is all about healing. Right? We're also going to be talking more about AetherX updates as well, with new products coming in. I'm actually wearing one of the new products right now. These are the brand new sunglasses that have come in. They're much more of higher quality. So I'm going to be sending out a newsletter later today, sharing the two brand new products with the new AetherX Visor sunglasses. And here is the AetherX Charged Spray. This is what a lot of you have been asking for. So you've been asking, actually, I think it's going back, several months, asking me about the Charged Spray. So I finally was able to create a working model of the Charged Spray. Both my partner and I have been testing this out. We've had no mosquitoes on our arms, so that's good. So it's been working really, really well. So this is the AetherX Charged Spray. Again, as I said, later today, I'll be sending out a newsletter where you guys can get the Charged Spray, and you can get the brand new AetherX Visor sunglasses. There's several different types. This is just one of the several types. So that's going to be coming up later today. And of course, right behind me is the 3D Source Light Mandala. And it works really good. I just have it on a particular type of healing mode right now. And the great thing about this is that you can use your phone as the controller, and you can configure your own settings with the lighting of the mandala. And I was just working with it last night, and I was doing some work here on the computer. It felt great. It felt wonderful. I could definitely feel its very powerful healing effects working together with me. I haven't even had Radiate on the computer yet. I've just been working with the mandala, and it's been doing a wonderful job. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. We're going to be getting into questions here in a little bit. Another important announcement is that the Radiate browser is now online. Okay, so again, we have the Radiate mobile app that you can get both on the Apple Store and on Google Play. And of course, if you just go to app.radiate.online. Okay, so that's app.radiate.online. That's app.rayD8.online. Okay, let's see if I can just type that in. That might be a little bit easier, just to create a new banner here. And I'll just put in that web link. You guys can check that out. That is the domain for the brand new browser app. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that one. Oops, I think I spelled it wrong here. The thing, you type in a hurry and you spell things wrong. Okay, app.radiate.online. Okay, good. Okay, so there we go. That is app.radiate.online. Now, the great thing about this, even when I was unaware of as well too, is that you can access this offline as well too. So the browser app, just like the mobile app, can be accessed offline. So that is available, and we have the free and premium versions on the browser app. So when you log in to the account that you have used for your mobile device, then through the browser app, you'll be able to get the premium version as well too. So if you already have the premium version for the mobile app, just log on to app.radiate.online, and you can use the browser version there as well too when you log in with your assigned account. Okay, so that is available. You can check that out. I'm really excited about that. This is now saying that you can use your PC, you can use your Mac, you can use your tablet, you can use your iPad, you can use your smart TVs to access the Radiate program, the Radiate app. So you can go ahead and check that out. Okay, so before we begin today, we're just going to go ahead and start off with our AetherX announcement.
Source Energy enhanced products to repair and rejuvenate the body. From the power of light to crystals to bed kits, card decks, and more. View our free samples, tutorials, and testimonials on our website, AetherX.co.
Okay, so we have a 22% off discount taking place right now. So you can check that out on AetherX.co. Again, we have our new products that are coming in. We have 2 new products coming in later today. So what we're going to do today is, like I said, if you guys do have any questions pertaining to AetherX, you can feel free to share it. If you guys require any particular type of healing assistance, that's something that you can also request through the chat. But I'm also going to be showing you just some demonstrations of some common issues that I found with certain people who have contacted me. And I have all three AetherX card decks here for the body deck, the mind deck, and the energy deck. And I'll be showing you guys some combinations. Primarily starting off with the body deck, because if I did all three decks, it would probably take quite a long time since we have a lot of cards to work with. So I'm going to firstly open up the body deck today and show you some good combinations that you can use, right? But like I said, if you guys do have any questions, if you do have any requests for healing, then it's very, very simple for me to actually send you healing through the broadcast here today, okay? And it doesn't even require a photo. So if that's something that you are interested in, you want to work with, you certainly can, okay? So two very important ones that I could share. Well, basically one of them is an amplifier, but this is the heavy metal eliminator, okay? This is something that I recommend people working with quite often if you have the body deck, okay? And then you're using the 30X amplifier and you're just putting it directly behind the heavy metal eliminator, okay? A lot of our conditions, specifically chronic conditions, a lot of it involves contamination of heavy metals, viruses, pathogens, nasty bacteria within the body. But just having this combination here where you have an amplifier right behind it and just putting it on the body, okay? And then just going to work, doing whatever you want to do, that's fine, okay? You can again have these two cards charging your water, right? So if I'm just putting them over my glass like this, or I can put them over top like that and just wait 60 seconds and then start drinking, sipping the water down, that will work fine, okay? So if you want to tuck this into your shirt, you can do that as well too, okay? And then you're just going about your day. You're working, you're reading a book, whatever it may be. This is something that's very helpful because this is working with your energy field. So like I said, this does not touch your physical body. Just like Radiate, what this is doing is it's working with your energy field. It's working with the energy field so that your cells get charged. There is scalar in this, right? There's source center vibration within these. And that's what's working with your body to help purge heavy metals. I've had people who have used the heavy metal eliminator who have told me that when they wake up in the morning, they have a lot of this debris on their tongue. A lot of that is basically metal particles, and they just scrape that off their tongue, right? So these, again, work very, very well, specifically with clearing away the heavy metals within your body, okay? So I'm going to keep the 30X amplifier here nearby because I think that's a very important tool to work with when you are working with the body deck. So here's another very important one. Here is the spine enhancer, okay? So spine enhancer works really good as if you have a sore back, if you have any particular form of back condition as well too that needs some working on. Then again, we're just taking the 30X amplifier, putting it with the spine enhancer, putting it on the body, okay? We can also just take the two cards just like this and just gaze at them, okay, for 60 seconds at least. And we can again charge them up with the water, or I can take a picture of myself and just put it down on top of both cards, okay? So with the 30X amplifier, tucked with the spine enhancer, and your photo, just putting it down there. This is what we call the capture method, okay? And that works just fine as well too, okay? So spine enhancer, very, very good if you have any spinal conditions. Okay, this is also very good for centering the chakras at the same time. Okay, taking a look at another card, we have the mouth and throat enhancer, okay? So the mouth and throat enhancer is very beneficial. If there's any problems with your tongue, there's any problems with the inside of your cheek, you have canker sores, for example, right? Again, we're not doing any medical claims here, but we're saying that these particular areas, any problems with the tongue, with the teeth, with the mouth, with the inside of the mouth, even within the area of the throat, the larynx, the pharynx, okay, the esophagus, the walls of the throat, any problems there as well too. This is also a very good card for that, okay, with the 30X amplifier directly behind it. So like I said, there's quite a few different combinations that I'll just be showing you guys today. Now, one of the things is, especially if you guys have been working with the AetherX Card Decks for quite some time, you can put quite a few of them together in some very impressive combos. Now, maybe you may be working with the card deck and you're not too sure about what area you want to work with, okay? So this is something else that I want to bring up. is being able to treat this just like you would a tarot deck, okay, or an oracle deck. Is that you're maybe not too sure exactly, is it, Brad, I have the cards, I don't really know exactly what area I should start with. Well, this is where we're giving them a shuffle, okay? So we're going to give them a shuffle, and we may just want to start off with one card. We may want to start off with 2 or 3 cards, but any particular 1 or 2 or 3 cards that you're pulling up, that's what you want to work with for the day. Okay? So this could be like a daily shuffle. Okay. And I'm just asking the card deck right now, what card should I work with today that will help my body tremendously? Okay. Just giving them a shuffle, just like I would a tarot deck. Okay. I'm just asking what card should I use today that would greatly benefit my body. Okay. I put them down. Okay. So this one popped up, the liver enhancer. That's very true. I want to definitely work with my liver a lot more. So the liver enhancer is one card I will work with. Maybe there's a second card that I'd like to work with as well too. And foot and ankle enhancer, that's true, because I've had some cramping in my feet as well too. So that would be a very good one. Let's see if we can put out a third one. The third one is the heart enhancer, working with the heart as well. This is a really good way to get started, especially if you just bought the body deck or the energy deck or the mind deck. You're not too sure where to get started. Take the cards out, give them a good shuffle, right? Now, again, all of these contain source vibrational energy, so they don't really need to be cleansed. You don't need to put a crystal over them or anything of that nature. They're already self-cleaning, right? It's because of the coding that's contained directly into the cards. So again, I have 3 particular cards here, and I can work with those 3 cards together all at once. I just put them together. I can get an amplifier there. I can put an amplifier behind each single card. So I could put a 30x on this one. I could put a 20x on this one. I could put a 10x on this one, right? Because amplifiers work together with a single card, okay? So having 3 amplifiers together with that, and then just putting it on your body, okay? Or gazing at each one, charging your water up with each one, or putting a photograph down on each one. That will work tremendously. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys some examples here to work together with the body deck. I know there's a lot of people here who have been working with the body deck for quite some time. That's great. Like I said, you're always going to learn something new. You can even start putting them out in spreads as well too. So you may want to do a 3-card spread, a 5-card spread, a Celtic cross spread as well too, because that's also helping you with alignment as well too. Okay, so you can put your photo right down in the middle with the spread, right? And the spread forms a geometry. And you can actually use your photo there as the middle card. And that spread will also work together with your body, right? It's a circuit that you're creating. Celtic cross or other particular forms of tarot spreads are circuits. And so you're working with a circuit as well too. Take your photo, put it down in the center, and now you're receiving the circuitry of that particular spread. It's a wonderful idea. That's something else that you can do. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on into the comments. Okay, like I said, if you guys do have any comments or questions regarding the AetherX products or again, healing, this is completely okay to put down. Okay, let's go to firstly, number 1, Qigong Master. Qigong Master says, hi Brad, could you create a Radiate Premium and Regen digital product similar to the Safeguards? We could download it, print it, put it on walls, etc. Or perhaps actual physical posters that would help. Well, you basically already have that with the Safeguards itself, right? The Safeguards, you don't really need a digital product similar to Safeguards. You have Safeguards, right? Safeguards is the digital product. So what I would suggest is just ordering the digital Safeguards and just printing it out in a poster type fashion, right? So maybe you can go to a print shop. You have maybe some of the symbols of the Safeguards, print them out on a poster and put them up on your wall. That works just the same, right? Because if you're asking for something that works together in the form of a safeguard, why not work with the safeguards themselves? That's exactly why they're created, okay? So whether you're printing them out on photo paper, whether you're printing them out on cardstock, whether you're blowing them up and you want to get them printed on a poster, that's fine, because a lot of them are vector images, right? As they're vector images, you can blow them up to any size. So you could have, say, one of the big green symbols on a poster and putting that up next to your office, and you're getting the benefits of it, okay? So that's already available, Catalan, okay? That's already available for that. Radiate Premium, it's already a digital product as well too. Now that you have the browser version, you can put it on your screens, right? So if you have a computer screen, you want to run Radiate on your computer screen, you go to the browser app, and you can do that as well too, right? If you have two screens, just kind of like what I do here, then you could put one on the screen and then have the other one for work. That works really, really good as well too. So we don't really need to do that. There's really no need for me to create another digital product similar to the safeguards when we already have the safeguards, right? So there's really no need to do that. So my suggestion is work with a digital product, blow it up if you want to, put it on a poster, put it on your wall. Will work just fine. No problem. Okay. Okay, let's go to Samar. Samar here has a question. Hey, brother, can you do healing on my eyes, specifically with my right eye? I think the eyeball itself is weirdly placed that makes me see less from it. So that sounds like a detached retina. Okay. So I think we'll do a couple of different ones. Number one, I think we'll do a pain eliminator. Okay. I'm just shuffling through my deck, see if I can find the eyes. Okay. I won't worry too much about putting amplifiers on this one. So I think we're just going to work with the cards themselves. So just, okay, here we go. Here's the eyes eliminator. Okay, so let's work with the pain eliminator and the eyes enhancer for Samar. Okay, like I said, Samar, I don't need a photo from you or anything of that nature. All I'm doing is I'm transferring the codes of the cards, putting it directly into your body, directly into the eyes. Okay. You said specifically for your right eye, but I'm going to put them both in both eyes. Okay, so we have the eyes enhancer and we have the pain eliminator. Let me hold it up to the camera so you can see. Okay, there's the pain eliminator and there's the eyes enhancer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to create something like a chi ball. Okay, a chi ball is going to be created that contains source center vibration. The source center vibration is going to receive the codes from these cards, and it's going to be placed directly into Samar's eyes. Okay, so that again is where he's needing help. So I'm going to place the cards down here. Okay, I'm just going to take a moment just to tune into spirit. And now I'm going to go ahead and create a chi ball. Okay, now I'm just applying the source center vibration to the maximum capacity into this chi ball. Okay, now I'm just taking firstly the pain eliminator and I'm just putting it into the center of the ball and just letting spirit bring out all of the spirit codes from the pain eliminator and putting that directly into the center of the ball. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same with the eyes enhancer, just putting it directly in the center of my chi ball. Again, just letting spirit place the codes of the eyes enhancer directly in the center of the ball. Okay, now I'm just going to expand the ball. Okay, bring it into maximum capability of energy. Okay, and I'm just going to compress that ball. Okay, and Samar, if you're watching right now, listening right now, I want you just to imagine like I'm handing you this ball. Okay, so just like I'm handing you this ball right now, I want you just to feel like you're receiving this ball and you're just putting it directly into the eyes, just like this. Now I'm going to basically do it as well too. I want you to feel, again, that you are doing that at the same time. You're just taking this ball and you're putting it directly into your eyes. But I'm going to envision that I'm doing that as well too with you. Just putting both of those, the entire ball into both eyes. Okay. Increase to maximum capability through this chi ball, ingraining this energy directly into Samar's eyes. Apply. Okay, So Samara, I just want you to be aware of how things are feeling over the next little while. You can always drop me an email, drop me a message on Telegram if you like. You can let me know how things are going. But that's all you're doing is just putting them right into your eyes. Once they're done, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, and just letting them go to work. But what it sounds like is a little bit of a detached retina. Okay, so I would always suggest seeing a doctor for that, seeing a health practitioner for that, just to make sure everything is in good order. But nonetheless, this energy has been sent to you. Okay, thank you very much, Samar. Thank you for volunteering. Okay, this one next is for Petra. So Petra says, healing requests, please, for my mother, Heinke, for her dementia, 90 years old. She can't talk in sentence anymore. Okay, so it really just depends in regards to how later stage this is, right? In regards to her dementia. Okay, if she has basically very late stages where they cannot form sentences anymore, this is basically going into a very strong state of decay. Okay, so even though the healing code cards does something very, very well, if this is in a state of late decay, I would need to spend a lot more time with this person. Okay, with your mother, there would need to be a lot more time spent in regards to working with the energy, because you have to remember that everything contained inside the cards, everything contained inside Radiate, everything contained inside the wooden rejuvenation wall arrays, the mandalas, etc., are all subtle energy, right? If they were not all subtle energy, if they were all intense energy, you guys would basically feel like you're being electrocuted, right? So this all works together with subtle energy. Now, what we can do is we can do some work on your mother, but like I said, if her dementia is moving into the state where she cannot talk in sentence anymore, then she's basically entered a very critical phase of dementia, okay? So what I would suggest you do, Petra, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this if you have the body deck already, is you want to firstly find the brain enhancer, okay? So the brain enhancer right here. And we also want to go to the previous card that I was working with before. Let's see if I can find it in here. That was the heavy metal eliminator, okay? But unfortunately, when a person is at that particular stage, you need to spend a lot more time with them, okay? I would suggest basically doing some healing work with them for at least 1 hour, okay? That person has severe dementia. That person can't form sentences. That means the toxicity in her brain is basically, you could say, like caked on, right? It's very, very deeply entrenched in her brain, okay? So a lot of that comes with metals. A lot of that comes with viruses, bacteria, pathogens that are basically trapped in areas of the brain. And it does take some time for a lot of that to get reversed, okay? It's also good that she's working with just drinking like lots of water, right? You may also want to look into getting things like Celtic salt, right? Maybe having put Celtic salt on her tongue, drinking down a little bit of water if she's cooperative to that. That's the thing, right? Because that's very beneficial. Mineralization is very important, and that will help with her condition as well too. But like I said, if it's in the later stages, you need to spend more time with her, okay? This is something very important for everybody to know, okay? There's work that I can do here through the broadcast, but like I said, when a person like that is in later stages, okay, you need to spend more time with them. You need to spend a lot more time in healing work with them because their condition has gone into very deep severity. Where there is that deep severity, more time needs to be invested on working with them, okay? It's not to say that what they're going through is impossible to resolve, but like I said, guys, a lot of this really relies upon the person themselves. If they're open to it, great. If they're closed off about this, you can still send healing in the background. But like I said, what's most important is that they're open to these things. Like I said, a person with dementia may not even know where they are, okay? And if they can't form sentences, they really can't communicate. You know, that's certainly an issue. But like I said, just spend some time with them all together, okay? So Petra, what I would like you to do is if you have the healing code cards, the body deck, okay, working with 2 cards. Number 1 is the brain enhancer, okay? Number 2 is the heavy metal eliminator, okay? So these are the 2 that we're going to work together with your mother together with. And like I said, all you really need, Petra, is just a photo of her, right? Her hologram, right? Even if you're not in the same room with her, just take her photo and just place it down upon these 2. Maybe put 2 amplifiers behind both cards as well, okay? Get a 20x and a 30x amplifier, putting that behind, putting her photo on it, and just putting it there, okay? And what you can also do is you're just holding your hands out and you're creating a chi ball, okay? As you're creating a chi ball, you're feeling like the codes of the cards are flowing directly into the sphere of the chi ball as well. And you want to take time for that chi ball to build up, right? To really kind of feel the energy. What I'm doing is basically through spirit command. So spirit command is doing all of this for me already. But for you, if you have not worked together with getting initiated into the spirit command power, the spirit healing power, which is through my academy, then what you're doing is you're just taking some time to really focus, bringing all of those codes of the cards into the ball. And then once it's charged to a significant amount, you're sending it to her, right? So you're putting it directly into her brain, okay? That will help significantly with her. Because like I said, if she has had this for quite some time, if she is in later stages, it's not just so much of working together with subtle energy, right? It just won't not be enough. You have to charge it up, okay? So that is exactly what I'm going to be getting the spirit command power to do here as I go into it. So I'll just take a moment and I'll send some energy to your mother, Heinke, okay? So it'll be one moment. Okay, so again, I'm just putting the card directly into the center of the ball and letting the codes coming off the card, letting it be absorbed directly into this chi ball. Okay, doing that with the second one, the brain enhancer. Okay, now we're going to be charging it up. Okay, I'm just shrinking the ball down now. Okay, Spirit is continuing to charge this ball even as it will be sent to the person herself. Okay, so just sending that ball off to her now. And I'm just seeing her hologram now, placing this directly into the entirety of her brain. And then just commanding Spirit. I command the divine forces of Spirit to maximize the capacity, the amplification of all of the subtle energy contained within this ball, through all of the codes from the brain enhancer and through the heavy metal eliminator, continuing to work in an endless loop, helping her to release any and all metals, toxicities, viruses, harsh bacteria, pathogens, and any other debris and impurities within her brain that will assist in her alleviation of the dementia condition that she is facing. Apply. Okay. So there is a program there that is going in a continuous loop. So the chi ball is basically dissolving itself back into the brain, reforming itself, dissolving itself back into the brain, regenerating itself, dissolving itself back into the brain. So it basically replenishes itself over and over and over again, helping to send that subtle energy. So like I said, that is a quality of the spirit healing and spirit command power that, again, students can learn through the academy. But again, all you have to do, Petra, is just keep working with the cards, work with the chi ball, have her picture on the cards, work with amplifiers as well too, and just keep sending that chi ball, right? Just charge up that chi ball to the greatest intent with a lot of focus. Once you feel it's strong, you know it's strong when your hands are buzzing, Okay, when your hands are buzzing, when your hands feel really warm, maybe they're even hot, that's when that energy is really, really charged up, right? Then you're just shrinking it down to about the size of a tennis ball, and you're just seeing her hologram. If you're not with her, just see her astral hologram within your mind, right? Know that this is going to your mom, and then just placing it directly into her brain, okay? And then just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out after you've concluded, okay? Like I said, if she's in severe states of dementia, she needs a lot of assistance with healing, okay? Thank you very much, Petra, for your request. Appreciate it. And blessings to you and your mother. Okay, so I just had another question here from Qigong Master at the top. And so Qigong Master says, when are the wood carving products coming? July. Can you please share some details as to what they will do? And number 2, which we'll get to here in just a moment. Okay, so the wood engraving is coming, okay? I'm still working on some prototypes because I'm still not completely satisfied with the quality that's coming about, right? So you have to kind of take some time to adjust the prints as they come through. You don't want to make sure that they're too dark. You don't want to make sure that they're too light. So I'm still just working with adjustments, and I'm finding that particular setting that would be ideal with what I'm looking to create. So one of those things that I'm going to be creating is just having, again, kind of like an 8-inch by 12-inch basewood, and I'm going to be printing photos of people. Okay, through those photos, I'll be putting a geometry at the top right-hand corner, and you guys will be able to choose the type of geometry that you want to have on the picture. Okay, but it's really just a wood engraved photo of yourself receiving a great deal of codes contained inside that geometry. Now, wood really works well as a receptacle to the spirit command power, to the spirit energy as well, to the source center vibration and many of the other frequencies. So all you would do is you would get this in the mail. You would just put your hand over the little symbol over the top right-hand corner, and you would just say activate, right? As soon as you activate it, then it starts going to work. Just put it wherever you want. It's kind of like an art piece, right? So it's a combination of art together with healing work. Okay, so those are one of the things that I'm going to be developing, is being able to work together with getting a photo from you, and then being able to print that photo onto wood, and then having a geometrical harmonic symbol in the top right hand corner that you can activate, and that it's just going to be continuing doing healing work on you for as long as that art piece exists. Okay, so it's a combination between art and healing. So those are one of the things that I'm working on right now with the laser engraver that I have. But like I said, it does take time, guys. I can't really rush these things. I know some of you are impatient for it, but like I said, just relax, right? Once it's ready, I'll let you know, because the last thing I want to do is give you guys a poor quality product, right? I want to make sure that the settings are good. I want to make sure that the quality that is being brought out of it is top notch. Okay, so once that's ready, then yes, hopefully we'll have something ready by next week. I can't guarantee you that, right? Sometimes I say that some things will be ready within a few days, but sometimes it takes longer, okay? Because really a lot of these products that are available on AetherX right now, I'm personally creating, okay? I'm personally manufacturing these things and bringing them out to you. Like I said, from what we can see here behind me, this is 100% created by me, okay? So this is, again, my own brainchild, so to speak, and bringing it forward and creating it, right? Radiate was 100% created by me, right? So that, again, is kind of another brainchild. And I had to take 3 months. I had to take 3 months to develop Radiate, to make sure it's exactly as how I want it. It's delivering exactly what I need it to deliver. Same thing with the mandala. Mandala took about 6 weeks, okay? So getting 6 weeks of that, making sure everything that I want to have in it is there, okay? So the same thing with the wood carvings, with the wood engravings. I want to make sure that everything is peachy. I want to make sure everything is good, high quality, so that you're getting a high quality product. So it is coming. Again, it may be another few days, but I'm working to see if we can get something released next week. It's coming along pretty good, but there's still more to do. Okay, so more of it will be on the way here very soon. The second part, oops, sorry, that's not the right question here. Okay, right here. Number 2, do the radiate region pendants have the Fibonacci sequence overlay? Yes. Okay. When you're looking at the Taurus donuts, and by the way, we have new stock in now for the Taurus donuts, the Taurus donut necklaces, okay, the pendants. Everything that Radiate Regen has, the Taurus pendants have. Why? Because they're being completely absorbed with all of the codes. That includes the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so everything that is contained inside Radiate Regen is immediately being absorbed directly into the torus donut. Okay, so that again is like wearing Radiate Regen on your neck. Okay, working together with the torus donuts. Okay, we also have the bracelets as well too. Okay, the bracelets are also Radiate Regen technology. So both the bracelets and the torus donut necklace have all the qualities of Radiate Regen in their crystalline form. Because you have to remember what crystal does. Crystal absorbs everything. It has memory, right? So it contains all of that. So that particular code that represents the Fibonacci sequence is imbued directly in there because that's an energetic, right? That pulse, that oscillation. All the crystals pick that up. Crystals pick that up. They absorb that. And they're also generating that powerful pulse. Okay, I'm going to do a test on the necklaces as well too, to see exactly how far the pulse reaches. Okay, that's just one out of many things I have to kind of put on my bucket list right now because I am overwhelmed with work, guys, and I'm not really kidding you. I got like 100,000 different things to do every single day. It's piling up like crazy. Building a business unlike anybody has seen before. It's going to take some time. So I know you guys have some demands of me, but your demands are going to have to wait in some ways. I will get around to it. I haven't even been able to work on the source deck. Right? The source deck is something I've really wanted to commit to. Other things are coming up. So I don't know. The source deck is still going to be delayed for quite some time because I got 100,000 other things to do. Okay, it's just there's so much that needs to be done here. So I'm working on it, right? So all I ask is just be patient. It comes in time. There's a lot of demand on my time. Okay. So let's go to Michelle. Michelle says, "Hi, Brad. I received the email with the promo code for the premium Radiate and was wondering if we need to enter this code each time we want to use it, or we can download it as an app on our devices." Okay, so that's another thing. Just early this morning, my time, I was able to send out the newsletter for the Radiate browser perk. Okay, if you guys have either not received it or some people are again contacting me late, I would suggest you contact me immediately, either through Telegram or through email, and just say, "Hey, Brad, I donated to the Radiate campaign on GoFundMe, but I haven't received any email." So again, you have to remember that your donation needs to be $20 USD or higher. Okay, if your donation is under that, you don't qualify for the perk. If it's $20 or more, you qualify. Okay, so once you have that, I send you a promo code. You can use that promo code. You only need to use that promo code one time. Okay, so one-time promo code, and it gives you a lifetime membership for the premium version. That's my thank you for contributing to the Radiate browser. Okay, so if you have purchased, if you have basically, I'd say if you've contributed over $20 US or more to the GoFundMe campaign and you have not heard from me, you have not received any particular email from me, you have not received the promo code, okay, get in touch with me. I'll be happy to send that to you. Okay. And I do check with people who make sure that they contribute. Okay, so make sure that you're on the contributors list. All right, let's go to Petra here. Petra says, "Well, Brad, I installed the browser Radiate and logged into the premium and it works. This is so cool. Awesome. Can't believe my luck." Nothing to do with luck. It's all just synchronicity. Right? Very good. Glad to hear that. Okay, let's go down the list here a bit more. Okay, Elena says, "Brad, how do you call the device that is changing colors on the screen? I would like to buy it." Okay, well, this is the brand new product that's out. I think it was just debuted about a day or two ago. This is what's known as the 3D Source Light Mandala. Okay, so if you go to AetherX.co, guys, very important. As soon as you go to the home page, please start scrolling down. Okay, you start scrolling down, you're going to see all of the products that we have on the website. Very important one is what's called the newest arrivals. Okay, the newest arrivals are giving you the latest products that we have for AetherX. This is one of them right here. Okay, so this is the 3D Source Light Mandala. Okay, we have two different types of mandalas. We have the Shri Yantra that you see here right now that's configured. I have one here that I haven't put the light LED strips on yet, and this is the Flower of Life. Okay, now like I said, the camera doesn't really do it justice too well, but it has kind of a nice, beautiful galactic sparkle to it. Okay, they're very beautiful. Once you see them in person, they look really amazing. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm combining artwork with healing work. Okay, so this is a work of art and it's working with healing you. Okay. So I would say giving you energy, just like how Radiate does. So I would say healing you, but again, it's giving you the energy so that your body can self-heal. Okay. So within this, it contains the source center vibration. It contains the Schumann resonance. It contains the frequency of the sun. It contains the Kundalini healing power. And it also contains, again, all of the color spectrums here. Okay. Everything is maximized. Everything is amplified. You do not need to activate this thing when you get it in the mail. Okay. All you do is just unwrap it, and you need to have a USB plug-in. Okay. So what I would suggest for many of you is, number one, make sure you have a adapter that can plug in USB. Okay. Number two, make sure you have a USB extension cord. Okay. So you can get a USB extension cord on Amazon. You can get a USB adapter for your wall plug-in on Amazon as well too, for relatively cheap. Okay. And make sure that you're plugging it in. Now, for those of you who live internationally, okay, I'm not talking about Canada or the United States, anyone else abroad, if you get a physical remote control, because some of our LEDs do have physical remote controls, some of them don't, because I'm using different types. But if you do have a physical remote control, if you live internationally, okay, if you're overseas, you will not have a battery in the remote control. Okay. The reason being is because post offices and carriers are very finicky about sending out batteries across the world. Okay. Your shipping would basically be about $50 to $100 more expensive if I send you a battery. Okay. It's not worth it. So when you get the product in the mail and you open it up and you see the remote control and you open it up, you'll notice that there's not a battery in there. Well, don't worry. I've put a note in with the remote control telling you exactly the type of battery that you need to get. It's one of those coin-like batteries, right? The ones that look like a coin. And it's a CR2025. Okay. You can get them on Amazon for dirt cheap. Okay. I think that's a lot better to do rather than you paying an extra $50 to $100 on shipping, because they have to put these charges up for when you're shipping batteries, right? I have to send it out through a very expensive mail carrier, and that's not worth it. The batteries themselves are really like $5. So would you rather pay $5 for a new battery, or would you rather pay $50 to $100 with me trying to ship a battery to you? Okay. So anyone in Canada and the US, you don't have to worry about that, right? We got that covered already. But for international customers, very important for you to know that remote control does not have a battery in it. So you need to go on Amazon, or you can go to a local department store. You can go to a dollar store as well too, and you can get them there. Okay. CR2025. I placed the instructions with the remote so you know exactly what the kind is. And it's a 3-volt coin battery. You just plug it into the remote, and now the remote will start working. Okay. Another option is, if you don't want to use a physical remote, just use your phone. Okay. They have an app that you can download for free, and it gives you a lot more configurations. I would really suggest using the phone app a lot more, because you can do a lot more with the phone app than what you can do with the remote control. Okay. But that's for certain ones. I have different types of LEDs that I'm working with. Some of them need a remote control. Some of them can basically just run off an app. Okay. So yes, that is available right now. That's on etherx.co. Okay. Thank you for your question. Okay. So Libra says, if you could recommend one healing product you sell, what would it be? That's like me trying to recommend one of my children, right? Because these are all my children, and they're all brought in with love. I don't have an answer for you, Libra. I really don't, right? It just depends in regards to what you need, right? A lot of these things, if you basically have every single AetherX product in your home is getting an incredible environmental rejuvenation, and your body is getting a great rejuvenation, right? It's not me saying, okay, well, I could recommend the healing code cards for you. I could recommend Radiate, or I could recommend the Taurus bed kits, or I could recommend the mandala here. I could recommend all of them for you. I can't really answer that question, right? You have to kind of look inside yourself and find out exactly what fits. So, okay, well, I really use tarot cards a lot, and I like the idea of using healing code cards. I think that would fit me very well. There you go. I like the idea of being able to put covers on my bed and rejuvenating me while I'm sleeping. Oh, well, there's the sleeping kit. So there you go, right? I love the idea of crystals. I'm a crystal collector. I'd love to have crystals that can bring rejuvenation to the household. Well, there you go. There's the selenite. There's the orgonite, right? There's the orgonite pyramids. Okay. It all depends on you. I use my phone a lot. Well, I'll use Radiate. Okay, so I'll do that. It just depends on you. I recommend them all, right? There is not one less product than another here, because everything that I've put into them is through the power of spirit, and they're all children to me. So I can't pick favorites among my children. You have to decide exactly what you feel works best, right? It's just depending upon the type of person that you are. Maybe you love crystals. Maybe you love bed kits. Maybe you love the mandalas. Maybe you love Radiate, right? All of that works. All of it works very, very well, as long as you're continuing to use it daily, because like I said, it's subtle energy that's working together with you. Okay? Thank you, Libra. All right, let's go down. I think we're almost out of time here, guys. We have a few more minutes. Okay, this one here is from Alina. Brad, besides Radiate, I used to dissolve lumps of fat, I guess you mean fat, that mysteriously appear in my thighs and abdominal area and are very painful. What else could I use? Oh, okay. I thought you said that you used to dissolve lumps yourself. I was going to say, okay, what did you do? What did you do to dissolve those lumps of fat? The doctor said it will not go away unless surgery. Well, that's what they always say. And I'm not criticizing doctors in a sense, but that's just how they think, right? A doctor's mind is like, okay, she has this, surgery, okay? Oh, drugs, okay? That's how they're configured. That's how they're programmed. That's how they're conditioned, okay? When you're looking at lumps of fat altogether, then my guess is that there's a lot of blockages in your blood supply, okay? Your blood supply is, or it's not, your blood circulation is very, very low. So there's a lot of things we could do. We could use Radiate, okay? We could work with the Taurus bed. We could work with the healing code cards, right? If you're working with the healing code cards, you want to work with a blood enhancer. You want to improve your circulation, okay? You need to start walking a lot more. If there are clumps, if there are lumps of fat that are contained in your body, then that's telling me that your entire circulatory system is extremely sluggish, okay? So you need to work on improving the circulation of your body. And like I said, many of the products here can help you with that. But like I said, it's not just the idea of working with the subtle energy. It also involves physical work, okay? So we do need to get up. We need to start doing some physical exercise, right? That's important. Start doing some yoga. Start doing some breath work, okay? Breath work will help. The type of foods that you're eating as well, too. We want to have less fats in the diet. Okay, I'm not saying go zero fat, but your body already has a large accumulation of fat. You don't need to keep putting fat in there. This is what a lot of these dietitians talk about. They say, oh, just make sure you're getting your healthy fats. Guys, there's people that have chronic conditions to being overweight, and you're telling them to put more healthy fats in their diet. That's stupidness, okay? You want to go down on that, because your body's just going to keep getting fat. It doesn't matter if it's healthy fat or whatever. That's stupid, right? So the whole idea here is making sure that you're getting a little bit more nutritious foods, minerals, into your body, okay? So this is where you're mineralizing yourself, okay? So Celtic salt is really good. Sea moss is really, really good, okay? Moringa leaf is also very good. You can get moringa powder. All of those you can get on Amazon, okay? And you can make smoothies with them. You can, one recommendation I found recently through a person named Barbara, what's her name? Barbara O'Neill, I believe her name is. She recommends Celtic salt, putting it on your tongue, and then drinking down some water. And again, there's magnesium in that, and that's going to help to absorb into your cells. Your cells are going to get hydrated, okay? With hydrating cells, that's going to help you with fatty conditions, okay? We also want to make sure that we're not getting as many calories per day, right? We're cutting back on less calories. So we're getting a lot of that done. We also want to work with massage, right? If you have a massage wand, if you have a massage gun, you can start massaging those areas as well too. The Source massage mat, right? I have the Source massage mat. That's a really great thing to use, right? You're getting the vibration, you're getting your blood circulation moving, okay? So massage is going to help you. Vibration is going to help you. Radiate, Taurus bed kits, the mandala, okay? The healing code cards. So we got a lot of options here, okay? But the whole idea is making sure that you're bringing the physical aspects into it as well too. Get circulation in there. If you're getting lumps in that way, that's telling me that there could be clots, okay? And I'm not trying to give you medical advice or anything like that. That's just that's what I'm getting intuitively to share with you, okay? There's clotting there. So we want to make sure that we're smoothing it out. Like I said, vibration, patting like this, tapping is also very good. Just get the circulation moving, doing some yoga, right? Doing some daily walks. That will really, really help getting a lot of that broken down, because a lot of it is, it's kind of similar to scar tissue as well too. You want to break down the scar tissue. Well, this again is all fat tissue, right? And we're basically just breaking it down. So those are recommendations that I have. If you go to surgery option, well, that's your own choosing. But like I said, that's really what doctors will say to you continuously. No, you need surgery. No, you need drugs. Okay? It's just how they work. But again, everything ultimately is up to you. Okay, we got about 5 minutes left here. So, okay, so this one here is from Paula. Paula says, will you please send healing for where you see I need it the most? I do have a coating on my tongue. Okay, well, the coating on the tongue is not really the problem. That's candida within the throat. Okay, and within the throat, that also shows me that there's issues with the stomach. And that also shows me that there's issues with the intestines. So it's basically your entire digestive system. Okay, when we have coating on the tongue, okay, because I've had that too, that indicates that candida is working. Now, candida is not really the bad thing. The candida is developed as a yeast, as a defense mechanism, because it's trying to fight off something. Okay, so that's telling me that there's some really bad bacteria, there's some really bad viruses, there's some really bad pathogens in the throat, in the stomach, and in the intestines. Okay, so Celtic salt. Okay, that's something else you needed to have. Drink down some Celtic salt. Okay. Like I said, any of these particular products that you feel fit with you well will help you as well too. But also we want to make sure that our diet is good, guys, because you can't eat these. Okay, these are not meant to be eaten. You got to make sure that what you're eating is good. Are we eating a bunch of nasty food? Is our food high quality? Right? Are we bringing good things into the body, or are we putting filthy things into the body? Because that's exactly why your body is reacting the way that it is. If we're eating a bunch of crap, then your body is going to reciprocate that. It's going to have candida. It's going to have problems with the digestion. It's going to have intestinal issues. It's going to have stomach issues. It's going to have throat issues. Okay, so be careful about what you're putting into your body. We can't just gung-ho it nowadays, right? There's so much stuff in supermarkets that are incredibly toxic, and that is they're mucus-causing foods. They're foods that are going to produce candida. They're foods that can, over time, create chronic conditions. Okay, so this is chronic gut health with what's happening. Okay, if you have coating on your tongue, you have a chronic condition. Okay, so you have a chronic condition in your intestines, and your intestines need to be flushed out. So really, what I would suggest is doing some colon cleanser. Enemas perhaps might be also very good, but just making sure you're getting mineralization in the body. Okay, so Celtic salt, moringa leaf, sea moss. Okay, there's another Ayurvedic formula that the Ayurvedists have been able to use for a very long time called Shilajit. Okay, that is spelled Shilajit. Okay, comes in a little jar, right? And it looks kind of like a bit of black tar. It has kind of a bitter taste to it, but you can mix it into things. But that has an incredible concentration of mineralization. Okay, your body needs minerals. When your body gets minerals, over time, your body's going to start feeling better, right? Because I'm mineralizing myself like crazy, especially after last little while. Been mineralizing myself like crazy, and it's made a difference, right? Skin feels very smooth. Radiate does that because I sleep with Radiate every single night. I wake up with like baby's soft skin. It's wonderful, right? My vitality is coming through a lot more, right? Pigmentation is improving a lot more. Digestion is improving a lot more, right? With Radiate and with the diet that I'm doing, okay? A lot of mineralization. So sometimes I'll eat fruits, sometimes I'll eat vegetables, sometimes I'll have like maybe 1 or 2 meals per day. But that's the whole idea. Make sure you're putting good quality stuff. If you're not putting good quality stuff in there, I would say suggest, number one, eat some good quality stuff before you decide to indulge. Right, if it's a snack, well, maybe have a little bit of fruit, maybe have a salad or something at first. And then if you want to indulge in a little bit of chocolate, then go ahead. But make sure you're putting something good in first and then put something good in after at the same time. So mineralization is very, very important. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do a healing here for the, I guess you could say gut health, really just gut health altogether. So for that, okay, I have the large intestine enhancer. Okay, parasite eliminator, I think would also be very good. Okay, I'm not going to worry about amplifiers. Small intestine enhancer is good. Okay, let's go to see if there's any other ones that I think might be good. Biotoxin eliminator, most definitely. Okay. Bacteria eliminator. Okay. Virus eliminator, right there. So we got a few here for gut health. Okay. So I'm just going to hold those cards up. So number 1 here, virus eliminator. Okay. So really what you're just saying is you're just saying, Spirit, with everything that's contained inside this card, clear away any problems of harsh viruses and harsh bacteria within my intestinal tract. Okay. And it'll go to work on that. Okay. So that's what we're programming in there. Okay. We have a bacteria eliminator, right? So pretty common as well too. Explanation, just as before, with any bad bacteria in my intestinal tract, clear it out. Okay. Biotoxin eliminator. So this is something very, very good, especially if if you or someone you know has had the injection. Okay, if you've had the inoculation in that sense. Biotoxin eliminator is very good for that. It's clearing out. It's not only metals, it's taking out all other kinds of poisons and debris in the body that should not be there. Okay. Small intestine enhancer. Okay, so that's cleaning out the small intestine. Really what we want to do is we want to improve the villi. Okay, the villi are kind of like these microscopic, some of them say hairs. They're not really hairs. They act more like tongues, right? And they're basically pushing a lot of the contents inside the intestine along, right? This is what's referred to as gut motility, okay? To have strong gut motility is to have strong villi, okay? So your villi also wants to be worked on. This is contained inside the small intestine enhancer. Okay, the large intestine enhancer is really just the big colon. Okay, that's what again is getting all of the contents once the small intestine pushes it through. Okay, so large intestine enhancer, right? You want to make sure that the colon is in good shape. This is also helping to enhance the appendix. Do you guys know what the purpose is of the appendix? Okay, the appendix is kind of like number 1, an antiviral, antibacterial organ. Number 2, it also lubricates the colon at the same time. A lot of doctors don't even know that. That's kind of shocking. They don't even know what they think that the appendix is a useless organ. Now that's telling me that they have a very poor education. Okay? If you don't know what an organ does in the body, you have very poor education, right? You should know exactly what every organ does as a doctor, right? I'm not a doctor, right? And I'm aware of what these organs do. So this tells me about their education, especially if they tell you, oh, you know, you have this condition because of a genetic disease. Really? Okay, show me the specific genome that is compromised based upon this disease. Can't do it. They're like salesmen, right? They only know how to do certain things. They only know the basics. They can't tell you the genome that's responsible, the specific genetic abnormality, where it's located. This is a bunch of garbage, right? They have poor education. They have learned the McDonald's fast food aspect of the medicinal field. It's not good. Whereas if you go to a herbalist, right? You go to an Ayurveda practitioner. You go to a traditional Chinese medical practitioner. They know exactly what to do for you. Okay? This is why I say I really have a lot more faith in the people that are working in the East because they know the body, right? A lot of these Western doctors have the McDonald's version of education, and it's not good. It's nothing against them, but their education is very poor, very, very substandard. Okay? They don't even know what a genetic abnormality is because it's nothing to do with a genetic abnormality. There's no such thing, right? So like I said, you got to have discernment. You can't just go run into a Western doctor and thinking that they're going to fix you. That's ignorance. You need to do your research. You need to look at people who have been doing this for quite some time, right? Herbalists, Ayurvedic practitioners, TCM, right? All of the Qigong healers as well too will do a magnificent job. Okay. Be wise on who you decide to have help you with your health because this is your health, most importantly. Okay. All right. So Paula, let's go ahead and get started with your healing, distance healing here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a moment, connect with spirit, and we'll begin. One moment. with the chi ball created, I'll be imbuing the codes directly into its center. Okay, second one. Okay, so all codes have now been placed directly into the ball. Okay, so I'm just bringing this ball now into a smaller size, into the size of a tennis ball, and I'm telling the divine forces of spirit to recycle this energy ball over and over again in an endless loop until the condition pertaining to the intestinal tract within Paula's body is resolved and remedied. Okay, so Paula, just imagine like I'm sending this to you right now. Okay, and I want you just to grab a hold of the ball and just put it directly into your abdomen. Okay, and just feel it absorbing itself directly into the abdomen. Again, I'll be doing that with you too, but I want you to do your part as well too. Take that chi ball, put it directly into the abdomen, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, that's all you have to do. Okay, now I'm going to put this ball into your abdomen as well. Imbuing the chi ball directly into Paula's abdomen, directly into her digestive tract, to bring a complete and total rejuvenation, replenishment, revitalization to her entire digestive system. Apply. Okay. Paula, thank you very much. You can always let me know how things are going. You can contact me by email, on Telegram, anything you like. Okay? Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you, guys. So this is just giving you the example that you can work with something as simple as the healing code cards on any particular issue that you have. If you're still wondering about certain combinations, well, you can tune into next week's broadcast because we're doing this every single week. I'll probably be working with the mind deck next week. And the week after that, I'll be working with the energy deck. And then throughout several episodes in the future, we'll be working on combination decks as well, too. All right. So thank you for joining me for the very first inaugural webcast episode of the AetherX Healing Webcast. I hope to see you guys again next week on Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If there is a change in time, I'll be letting you guys know. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll talk to you all next week. Om Shanti, 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 Namaskar, and may be well with you. Bye for now.